One of the things I was particularly proud to do a few years ago was a series of seminars for people interested in victims of domestic violence and explaining how they could make use of the human rights framework, and specifically about taking cases across to a UN body on behalf of victims of domestic violence. Now, to the extent that that then encouraged people to think about making use of these alternative methods of dealing with problems, and maybe got some people to take some action that they otherwise wouldn't have taken. I hope that's the sort of positive impact that some of my research has had.
Looking at how sounds and music can affect flavor perception. So it's not just what we see, it's also what we hear that will change your perception of food.
We conducted a number of research projects related to the Rugby World Cup, and essentially what we were interested in was the extent to which the Rugby World Cup made positive impact to the tourism industry in terms of bringing the organisations in the tourism industry closer together.
In my research, I'm interested to know which features of the built environment are important for physical activity and health across the different age groups. Identifying these key features brings us one step closer to creating active, healthy and age-friendly cities based on scientific evidence.
The simple statement is that the thesis does not write itself. You can do all the thinking, you can do all the reading, but at some stage you actually need to convert all of that knowledge that you have acquired, all of that knowledge that you have produced through your own data collection, and you need to produce a 20,000 word, 40,000 word document. Students tend to underestimate not only the time that it takes, but also the challenges that are involved in producing a document of that length.
Don't procrastinate. Start with the end in mind and set some goals. Go after those goals with passion, persistence, consistency, and urgency.
The most important lesson to learn is learning to learn.
You can always argue for making things better, and actually that's part of your job as a student, to put together arguments as to how things can be made better in society. So students, live up to the requirements of the Education Act. Be a critic and conscience of society. Make sure that what you leave is better than when you arrived.